Hello and welcome to my playthrough of the survival mode in Space Engineers. First of all, I will say sorry, and I want to say sorry for the crappy sound. That's because I'm talking into a headset microphone, which gives it kinds of a, well, not nice, but I hope you will live with it, because I am somewhere where I don't have access to my studio setup. What I have been doing here is that I've been busy. I have put up some more power, and for it to match up in length, and because I'm a nerd, I have to extend my base a couple blocks, so that it looked even. And in my base, I have put some storage and some tanks, some hydrogen tanks. I have welded up everything. I have made a connection between my my refinery and my assembler. What I did do when I placed these in the first place, I discovered, was that I placed them wrong. I placed them also that the conveyor here was facing this way. That's meant two things. For the first, that when I put 4 here, they were not connected at all. And if to have them connected, I would have to make connections with the conveyor system, which is not efficient. So I did do that I grind the one I welded, I grinded it down. Grounded? I don't know. And the added benefit to that is actually that I have the extension spots pointing this way. And now I have access up here, even though they should be connected on the bottom. I have getting my wall up, and all of this is going to be recharged. Man, I can't speak. With the I got 2, 4, 6, 8 times 360 megawatts. So in time, these will fill up. I haven't done the medical room because I need medical comps to do that, and medical comps need silver, which I now have. But I wanted you to be along for the welding up on that one, and because I would like to use some of the silver for a little other thing I will be using right after I give you this tour. But what I just want to do while I remember it is that I'm going to take my battery and put them all in a group. And I will call that group base batteries. And I do that all the time. I'm not quick enough to move from the shift key. Right. The first battery is the one that I have has been there for a while, and the others are the new ones that I've been doing. I won't normally, after I made a group, I will make these hidden, but I will do one thing first before I do that. And don't do this for a while. I won't do this for a while. Man, I would take all the ones that I have put in and welded after the number 1, and I will put them on recharge. Now they're just collecting excess energy from my windmill and this one is being used in those periods where there's not enough wind, or more likely because there's always wind, where there's more power consumption than there is energy production. You can see all the ones in recharge are yellow, and the one that's auto is on green. It's about half full. Before I do anything else, I just want to show you something. If you remember over here, I had this great boulder, and going back and forth from my base and my new base here, I was in here welding all the time. So that's practically almost gone. But I just wanted to show you something. See that one up there? That is the residue of the big boulder. That I was here and be welding, blah, 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 and sometimes not all the voxels get away. But this is as solid as a rock, literally. If I was flying, I wouldn't be able to see this, but if I hit it, it would like being hit by a rock, so I would die. What you could do, if you're lucky, is that you can remember to find it. And if you see them, get rid of them. That's my point. Now, while I'm here, I'll just... very conveniently, there was another one. And now it's gone. Mostly gone. Well, what's left in there is probably just rock. So I won't do anything more about that. There's a bits and pieces there, but that's just rock. My temporary base is still there. I haven't moved it, and it's still holding on to whatever stuff is in there. One thing being ice. I'll just go there and just for the time being, I am going to grab some ice. And I want to do that because I want to... because these two are connected. When I do this, I can deposit everything, even the stuff that goes over sorry, the stuff that goes over into the assembler, because it's connected, and it's connected right because it's green. So when I put stuff in here, the refinery takes what the refinery can use and send it on the rest to the assembler that's connected. If we have had the O2, the H2O2 generators connected, I would have been able to deposit my oxygen there, but since it wasn't connected, I couldn't. But what I can with this ice now is that I can replenish my hydrogen. Now, medical station. I want to do something first though, because if you go into our production and our tools, this is the kind of tool we have, the enhanced tool. If we go to the proficient tools, you see that it needs silver. The proficient hand drill needs silver or otherwise stuff that we have, and the proficient welder needs silver. Silver and cobalt. So I would like to see, because I remember I took some cobalt for manufacturing of metal grids. So I think maybe we have some cobalt ore here. Ah, not much. I'll just take the ore I can have. Oh, we got some more. Right. And nice. Right. Because what I want to do is I want to make some new tools. Some more efficient and better tools. So I'll just deposit what I can here. And the one component that couldn't was my ice, which I will... Well, I'll go to the top. Never mind. Put here. Right, what I will do now is that I will go to my production line and I will order me some proficient grinder. It's got the iron, it's got the nickel, it's got the cobalt, it's got the silicon, and it's got the silver, and it's gonna make it. And I will make one proficient hand drill 2 and one proficient welder. Now the reason why I'm not taking the elite welder is that it takes platinum. Platinum is not readily available on Earth, or Earth-like planets more likely. You have to go into space to get them. So before we go to space, unless I find one in an unknown signal, I won't have it. But now I have the 3 tools. That what I want to make is... Where is it? Medical comps. How many? I can't remember. I'll just go check here. How many I need? I need 15. Right. And I ordered 10, so I'll just order 5 more. Right. And it needs motors. Can't remember what it needs, but I guess it needs a little bit of everything. I haven't got the medical components. Right, I needed medical components, computers, material plates. I can't remember. I'll take a little bit of everything. I don't know more room. Right now I'm just going to change out my tools. In my G menu, I will go to my character tools. I'll take my welder down here, the grinder down here, and the control down there. Now you should be able to see the difference when I come over here and weld. Construction count, metal grids, small steel tubes. Construction being metal grids and small steel tubes, I guess. Large steel tubes, displays and computers. Steel tubes, and I don't have no computers. I just have to get that before it is functional. And while I'm here, nope, I won't, because I will show you how fast I was getting here. Computers. Still needs what I can invest. That's it. Remember that if I did it here,
energy low.
yeah, I know. It doesn't. It goes a little bit slow. Well, you might think it's fast, but it's slow comparing to what happens to when I get my medical station up and running. Right, I have my medical station, and boink, it went there. The thing I want to show you is this spot. If you enter here, you can change your appearance with all the stuff that that you got as a special in your special signals. So if I actually say, well, what do I have for boots? I do not have any cow suits, but if I just take my boots, left click to rip, and the helmet, I'll just take a cow helmet. Suits, I'll take a cow suit. Gloves, I'll take cow gloves. Right. With the cow suit, it's white, and cow suit, I can choose my color here. Oh, that's the hue. Why is it doing the boots? What? Yeah. That's it. That must be a bug in there must be a bug somewhere here, because when I do this in here, it changes the color of a totally different thing. Well, and I can change my tool to a cow welder if I wanted to do that. I kind of like the way it looks, so I just stay the orange color I've always been. Now this is up and running. I just want to check something, and that is that where is the medical? Right, that's because there's no connection. If I go in the medical room, it should be connected, but what I was wondering is that it didn't actually refill my hydrogen when I was I just have to check out if it actually lines up here, or should match. Well, that is for a later thing. Now, I want to get in here because I want to build a road. Because I would like to drive around here and find some ores. in the ground. What I discovered before I land, what I discovered is when these unknown signal comes, it is almost as if when you fly out to them, that you'll pass some ores on the way. I actually had an unknown signal land straight on top of on an ore. That was when you weren't watching, I was saying. That was where I was welding this stuff up. So this might be a help too. I haven't considered that, but it might be a help. If it's not, it's not. But I've just been exceptionally lucky this time to partly notice it and partly actually find some more. So I have found some more around here, but that was luck. I want to do it the proper way, which is to build stuff. All right, I'm going to move this Semper out of the way, and I am going to find a landing gear. The reason I want to use a landing gear is when you use a landing gear, you have the option of choosing a large or a small landing gear. And if we use small grid, we actually save on materials, and we get a functional thing out of that. I will have a medium cargo container, and I'll need a battery, and I'll need a cockpit. What do I need more? I need wheels, but I want wait to that a little bit. Let's start out with that. And I probably go, I need stuff that I don't have. Now, this is a large landing gear, and that's not what I need. I need a small landing gear. So it's on number 5 spot. So if I press 5, it turns into a small landing gear. I press it, and I weld it. I'll just weld it up to here. No, I actually have to weld this up. This has to be welded up, or at least functional. Otherwise it won't lock to the floor. I'll show you what I mean. I'll just... Okay, what I want here. I need motors, and what else do I need? I have a little bit of everything. So I think that'll be it. I'll probably I'll get back and forth here as soon as I weld up, but you don't have to look at that. This one has to be up and running because, as you see, it is green. And when it is green, it is locked to the grid it's on, whether it's the grid or the ground outside. So when you have a vehicle, whether it's on wheels or not, usually when it's on wheels you don't need this. I need this to build, because what I do is I'll put some small blocks on it. You see, when I put my cursor here on the big grid, it's a big block. When I put the cursor on this one, I'll just get up in here, it makes small grids. So I'll just make 4 because I don't think I will need any more than that. Right, I'll start up with a cockpit, and actually it should be fine for that. That's number 8. I'll chosen this cockpit. Yeah, well, have I? I actually don't need maybe just for fun. We'll take this cockpit. It has some connectors on the bottom and on the back, but I don't really need, no, not on the bottom, the top, sorry, and on the back, but I don't really need these connectors because I'm not going to load anything in from the front anyways. So this will be the end. I won't be able to use the storage space that's in here, but for now I live with that. I can always build another buggy if that's what I want. Right behind here I would like a cargo container. And I'll... what's it like? This. And I want 2 cargo containers. Because I want to be able to drive around and pick up ores when I got my mining stuff up and ready. And each, I can't remember, 30,000 or liters. I think that will be it. And I will have a battery or batteries on. Let's put them on the back. I was thinking a little bit because what am I doing? Pressing the wrong button. And an unknown signal. Quite a whiles away. Do I need more than one battery? Nope, I can't have it on the back because oh, I just accidentally. This is the new grinder. I have to be careful with that, obviously. Because I will need a connector on the back. Like that. So what I will have is I will have the batteries on top. And the reason I will have it on top is I'll just put on the batteries. And I put 2 on. It's not gonna be pretty. It's really not gonna be pretty. But the reason why I do this is I actually, yeah. Well, when you see my build, my atmospheric thruster, I'm not so much for looks. I'm more a form over, no, more function over form kind of guy. But right here, I could, no, they're too big. I was thinking they take up too much space, they go too deep down. Nope. What I will do though is that I'm going to put some blocks in here and just yeah. And again, this is not to be pretty. Or maybe, well, before I do this, I'll just weld this up. I shouldn't do it, though. Actually, tested it out. I just can't remember whether. And that's because I changed the cockpit. What I want to do now is I'll just go to my G menu. Clear those out. And then go for the wheels. There's a difference between right and left, and that's because of the steering. I'll show you when we make them. So I'll take the right here and the left here, because then I will place the suspension. This one is right, and it actually does load up there. So I will do this and this. You can see that it actually takes the wheels along with it, even though it's not in the outline when I put them up. And I'll just do the same here otherwise known as the right, and line them up correctly like that and like that. I think they're lined up correctly. There's a high ground down here. So what I am going to do is, because there might be a little bit of, man, it's top heavy. Alright, what I like to do is, because it's going to be heavy and driving around in this hilly terrain, it might be a problem. So I usually always fit some thrusters on it. Not many, not so. Well, it will be able to fly, but it's not the flying that's the point. So I'm going to put 2 here and point them down, because I just have to turn them off for them to fall down. And I'll do the same on the other side. And up here I will, if I can, they won't fit on that one, so I'll put them on the side. Whether it's 2 or 4, it's that's up to you. Should I put something? No. Nope, I won't put the thing up there. But since it now has engines, I will put on some gyros. And an ore detector, because that's the whole point. So I'll put the ore detector in the middle. I'm a little bit too close. And the gyros on the sides. There and there. Yeah, I could put some lights on it, but I'll just wait. Now, this will be top heavy. So I might have some issues steering. But I kind of like it being so short and stucky. And we have a low, actually very low cockpit. Well, let's see what happens when that is done. Now, I'm just going to, I don't know why I'm going from the door, I can just go over, but I'll just deposit what I have here. And I will replenish my tanks. When the generator is the first thing you connect to, you can just click them back and forth. Double click back and forth. Not if they're the second or third, then you have to manually move them. But, and my energy is fine. We had an unknown signal. 4.3, and make this away. 4.36 kilometers away. Let's go out there and see what that is. And as always, flying. I'll just switch my hotbar and then choose the right tool. All you can see that I have here is some ore. I don't know what is this? It's ice and iron. Right. The problem with these ores are that they are on the hillside. Ice and iron. so I can use them for what I'm going to show with my drill rig. I'll just mark it. That's iron. And I'll put the brackets there so I know that it's right, new from current position. And I'll call that iron. And I do that just call them different things to like above ground, and this is because that's it's on the hillside. That's shorthand for me. And I was going up here. Way. And not all bright patches are ores. Now there was something down here. What is this? Ice and silicon. I think I have the silicon ore where I have been mining. And this with the asterisks is one of those I found when I was welding. It's quite a long. We have patches here. What's that? Gold. Right. Oh, I don't think we're going to need it, but I'll just tag it anyways. Myself up, and because this is quite inaccessible, I will need a mining ship, and for that I think I need to make a hydrogen ship because this atmospheric stuff is not working for me. Right. A cow helmet. I have lots of those. And am I looking up so that the cargo container is on that side? Nothing special. But now, notice with my new tool how fast this goes. Take the gravity considerations, but I'm quite lucky that they're not going so fast. Right. Wrong way that time. Okay. I will go into and that one. So this is an example that could be coincidence that I found the goal on the way up here. I wouldn't have found it if I wasn't. If I did not went up after the unknown signal. So it's an open question. If anybody knows whether that's going to be the right thing or not. this episode is running quite late actually. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to weld this up, and before I do anything else, I'll come back and show you what it is. I'll see you in a bit. Bye bye.